my little yarnivores and spiderettes. Fiber Spider back again with another tutorial just for you. And today we've got ourselves another light and lacy shawl. This is the beautifully basic Filet shawl. It is so easy, absolutely love it. It's only a 2-row repeat. It's worked from the top down, so it creates a really beautiful series of stripes in a V shape if you're using certain colorways of yarns. This actually is the Red Heart Super Saver Ombre. I do love this yarn, seriously. Works out so nicely with so many different projects. By the way, this video is not sponsored, but I always like to let you know what it is that I use in case if you want to duplicate the results. Now, only one skein made a nice sized shawl, and this was, I believe, the True Blue. Today, we are going to be using Anemone. Say that 5 times fast. And for this project, as well as today's project, a size 6mm hook, a size J. And let's get started, shall we? All right, so row 1. By the way, before I get started, I just wanted to point out that one of these skeins, it's about 482 yards, because I'm sure I would be asked about that later. So there you go. All right, so for row 1, I'm telling you, this is so easy. I love it. And of course, yes, I'm going to do a couple of repeats just so that you're sure to get it. So start off with your slip knot right here. And we're going to do a chaining of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to work into that first chain. You could, of course, do a chaining of 4 and a slip stitch to create a ring, or the magic ring method, but this is my preferred method. And the additional chaining of 4 is going to count as a double crochet and a chain 1 space. So working into that first chain, going to do 2 double crochets. And this edging actually is very similar to the Granny shawl, the one that we know and love. So this is a double crochet and a chain 1 space, 2 double crochets. Then for the center spine, it is chain 3. And then into that same chain, 2 double crochets. Chain 1, and double crochet into that same chain. And then, of course, you can cinch up your tail and sew in your end later. So, quite simply, that is row 1. Okay, row 2. Start by chaining up 4. You always do a chain 4 for this particular project, regardless of what row you're on. So, chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn your work. Okay, into the chain 1 space here, 2 double crochets. There we go. Double crochet into each of these 2 double crochets. Okay, then into the chain 3 space, 2 more double crochets. And then for the center spine, again, 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And then working our way down the opposite side, we're going to do the same thing. So into this center spine space, 2 doubles. And then a double in each of these doubles. and then to finish up into this chain space, it's 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 more double. So 1, 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 more double. There you go. And so that is row 2. Okay, row 3. This is where the repeat really starts to kick in. So for row 3, going to again chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Turn the work into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skip the first 2 doubles, working into the next 2 with doubles. So skipping 1 and 2, going into 3 and 4 with doubles. There we go. Chain 2, and skipping 5 and 6, going into the center spine with 2 doubles. There we are. So we're in the center spine, so chain 3. 1, 2, 3, into the same space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skipping the first 2 doubles, so that's 1 and 2, so in 3 and 4, double crochet, chain 2, skipping 5 and 6, going into the chain 1 space with 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 more double. There you go. So you can see that the sort of filet motif, if you will, it sort of creates like a little cross, if you will. All right, so moving on to row 4. Okay, row 4, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the work into the first chain 1 space, 2 doubles, there we go, double into each of the next 2 doubles, okay, and then 2 doubles into the chain 2 space, creating new crosses here. There we go. So we went from 2 up to 6. Okay, from here, chain 2, and we're going to skip these 2 doubles into the next chain 2 space over here, 2 doubles, and then a double into each of these doubles, and then into the corner, well, the center spine, 2 doubles, so we end up with 6 and 6, separated by a chain 2 space. Okay, so from here, since we are in the center spine, chain 3, and then into the same space, 2 doubles, double into each of the next 2 doubles, and then 2 doubles into the chain 2 space for your total of 6. There we go. Chain 2, skip these 2 doubles, going to the next chain 2 space with 2 doubles, double into each of the next 2 stitches, and then last but not least, into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. So 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. All right, and that is it for row 4. So you can see that we have one cross here and here, and then we're following up with 2 new ones above it. Next row, we're going to finish up those crosses and start new ones as well. So onwards to row 5. Alrighty. Okay, row 5. So essentially rows 4 and 5 are the repeat. So I'm going to chain up 4 once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the work. And into this first chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skip 2 doubles, so that's 1, 2, then in 3 and 4, a double in each, chain 2, skip the next 2 doubles into the chain 2 space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skipping the next 2 doubles into 3 and 4, a double in each, there we go. Untangle your yarn, chain 2, and skipping the next 2 doubles into the center spine, 2 doubles. Okay. And so basically what it boils down to is on the one row, you've got groupings of 6. On the following row, it's groupings of 2. And it just keeps flipping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So as basic as it is, creates something quite beautiful. Hence why I came up with the name. So since we're in the center spine, chain 3, and then in the same space, 2 doubles, okay, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, a double in each of the next 2, chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches into the chain space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skip 2 stitches, a double into each of the next 2 stitches, okay, chain 2, skip the last 2 doubles into the chain space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. So I got my 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 double. There you go. And of course, you could either end on a row 4 or a row 5, really whichever tickles your fancy more. I ended my project on a quote-unquote row 5. Either way is totally fine, though. So let us do a full repeat, because you know I like to be thorough, and I love spending time with you guys. So let's do a repeat. All right, so row 4 for the repeat. Chain up 4 once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn the work into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles, and then double into each of the next 2 stitches. And then 2 doubles into the chain space. So we have our total of 6. There we are. Chain 2. Skip those next 2, going into the chain 2 space with 2 doubles. Double into each of these next 2 stitches. And then 2 doubles into the chain 2 space for our total of 6. There we go. Chain 2, skip those 2 stitches, going into the next chain 2 space with 2 doubles. A double into each of the next 2 stitches. There we go. And then into the center spine, 2 doubles. Okay, then, because we are in the center spine, chain 3, and then in the same space, 2 doubles. Double into each of the next 2 stitches. Two doubles into the chain 2 space for our total of 6. Chain 2, 2 doubles into the next chain 2 space. A double into each of the next 2 stitches. And 2 doubles into the chain 2 space. Pull out some more yarn. There we go. Chain 2. Skip the 2 doubles into the next chain 2 space, 2 doubles. A double into each of the next 2 stitches. And then, last but not least, in that chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, 1 double. So I got my 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 double. And there you go. So we went from 1 to 2 to 3, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing by one of these crosses, for every bunch of rows that you do the repeat for. So it's really quite easy. All right, let's do row 5 for the repeat. All right, so row 5, again, start by chaining up 4 as per usual. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn the work. And into the chain 1 space, 2 doubles. Chain 2, skip 2, Double into each of the next 2. That's stitches 3 and 4 right there. Okay, chain 2, skip 2 stitches into the chain space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skip the first 2 into the 3rd and 4th, do your double crochets. That's 3 and 4. Chain 2, skip those 2 stitches into the chain 2 space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skip the first 2 stitches into the 3rd and 4th, do your doubles, chain 2, skip the next 2 into the center spine, 2 doubles. There, and we are halfway done with the row. So now that we're in the center spine, chain 3, into the same space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skip 2 doubles into the 3rd and 4th, do your doubles, there we go, chain 2, skip the next 2 stitches into the chain space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skip 2 stitches into the 3rd and 4th, do your doubles, chain 2, just need a little bit more yarn for this row. Okay. From here, skip those 2 stitches into the chain 2 space, 2 doubles, chain 2, skip the first 2 stitches into the 3rd and 4th, double crochet. Okay, that's the 3rd and the 4th. Got my doubles, chain 2, and then into that last chain 1 space, 2 doubles, chain 1, and 1 more double. And there you go. It's just really a matter of just repeating rows 4 and 5. And that's really all there is to it. I love it. Alrighty, my dears, so that concludes today's tutorial for the beautifully basic filet shawl. Really enjoyed making this, and I hope you liked it too. And if you did like this video, please give a little thumbs up button down below, because as always, you know that I appreciate your appreciation. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, I'm always all ears. And you know what to do until next time. I want you to hit that subscribe button, because I post often, whether it's crocheting or knitting or audiobook narrations or cooking or origami or all sorts of fun things. And of course, my other YouTube channel, Fiber Spider Games, where I do video game playthrough and commentary. And until next time, I want all of you to stay inspired, stay caffeinated, stay stitching, and please stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now, everybody, and have a great day.